It's your fangirl, Tally, and I'm going to do something a little different today because I'm actually going to review rather than react to something. We'll let Editor Hubby cut in all the things that I talk about because, whatever. Or maybe, yeah, that's what I'll do. I watched Editor Hubby play The Last of Us. I kind of really enjoyed it. I love when he plays games with a story. I love watching him play a game with a story or that has a backstory he can explain to me. I really liked watching him play Elden Ring for that reason, because he could explain it to me and I could watch it and kind of get what was going on, the mythos of it. And that's why I like watching him play Uncharted. I've watched him play it a gazillion times, I think. Same with oh God, what is it called? I'll remember later. BioShock. And I've asked him to play BioShock repeatedly, in fact. So it's just one that we go back to all the time, and I really enjoy it. But The Last of Us has a really touching story. And so when I heard they were making a TV show out of it, and Editor Hubby told me about that, I was like, really? That seems like it would be a horror movie show. I'm not into scary stuff. I don't do horror. I don't. I watched Poltergeist and I watched Carrie when I was a teenager and couldn't pass a closet by myself for years. And I mean like into my teenage years, that's 17 years old, teenage years. Like that was a thing for me. No joke. And so to this day, I don't do horror movies, much to Editor Hubby's dismay. So when it came to this, I'm like, plant zombies, spores, fungus, eating people. No, not me. Not my thing. Can't. Okay, but it's got a really good story, and she's kind of a smart ass, and that's all. I'm totally up my, all right, I'll give it a chance. So let's take into consideration, I'm not a gamer. I'm not into horror. I do love action. I love a good action movie. I love a good action show. I do like that whole, survivalist, that kind of thing. I'm into it. But it's the horror part that gets me. And I don't like gross out stuff. No. Gore, all of that is not my cup of tea. So we sat down to watch it, and I am amazed. I am completely just, whoa. Okay? Let's talk about the fact that Joel is so spot on. I love the vulnerability, the anger. I mean, there is a scene where in that moment when a guard, spoilers, huge spoilers, Editor Hubby will have to put a spoiler warning on this review, because there's a scene where in episode 1, Joel attacks a guard, a soldier, in just sort of reaction, instinct to a guard pulling his gun on Ellie, and you know that it is because of something that happened previously, and that the pain on the face of the actor, on the character, you see it. You can, just for that moment, it's incredible. The storytelling is so good, and having watched Hubby play the game and knowing the story from that, to see the way that they are expanding on that they are world building as a writer, as someone who writes, for fun, world building is so difficult. And you know, there's this world building in a video game is you're doing it from the perspective, of bringing someone into your story, and you're telling it to them, you're explaining it to them. But in a video game, you are pulling this person into it. It's interactive. You have to make them, they're doing these things. You're not explaining to them. You're not making them develop it in their mind. They already have it in front of them. So the world is built for them already. I have to build this world for them. I have to show them what's going on as a writer, versus, which is what they're having to do in the show. They're having to go back and say, okay, this is what we know from the game. This is how it is. How do we give these people these stories? How do we expand on that? How do we show how this has affected them? How do we show how this has hardened him? How do we give Tess personality and feeling? And how do we show that Ellie has grown up differently? How do we show that even though she has grown up differently, there's an innocence to her that so many people don't understand. I think that's another miraculous thing that the actress playing Ellie is doing an amazing job of. There is a genuine, for as big of a smartass as she is, and she is a smartass, and as sort of worldly as she comes off as, there is a genuine innocence, and you can see that in her reaction to exiting the QZ. And the visuals in this show are the most beautifully disturbing I've ever seen. I can't imagine the work and effort that has been put into the show. You guys have got to watch it. It's amazing. And this is just, episodes 1 through 3 have been incredible. We haven't seen episode 4 yet. It'll come out tonight. We'll be watching it. And I just am so excited for it. I really, really am. I don't know if you guys will want to hear more on this, if you guys care at all about my opinion, but I thought that I just had to share because I am in love with this show. I can't get over how much I love this show. So what about you guys? Have any of you seen it? Do you like it? Are you enjoying it? Are you not fans for whatever reason? And if you're not, why? Let me know. Please remember to like this video. If you aren't already a subscriber, please remember to subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you know whenever we drop a new video. We'll see you in the next one, guys. Bye.